Across the misty waters of the Well of Hydro, the residents in Samsary, sin of Garden and God reincarnation. By compromising between the reincarnation of Hydro Goliath, the girl man taught the guy of souls to help her build Aros. Make sure the group was a success. She wants the Aros hoping to find the cure for the curse. Oh, I just woke up.
My head is aching. Where am I? Is this the Well of Hydro? Why am I here?
Awake now? Your soul was damaged by the forbidden spell. Even if the Well of Hydro is able to rebuild you, you require time to fully recover.
You are the one who helped me at Rubywood Village? Thank you for helping me. But as a human, why was I able to be rebuilt from the Well of Hydro?
I placed your soul in a special vessel, and I used Regent 4 to stabilize it. Thus, I was able to rejuvenate you with the aid of Samsari before your soul collapsed. I'm 42. Subject number 42. Have you heard of me?
42. So it's you. No wonder you can use crystallization spells on your own.
I was certain you've heard of me. Please inform me. Who am I? What exactly is the curse that afflicts me? How can I lift it?
I was responsible for overseeing the Ode back then, and wasn't directly involved in that experiment. I don't know much about its intricacies. After the Anemo Goliath stopped raining, humans lost their main source of energy, the dews. But the ongoing war forced us to find new methods to collect energy-rich materials. The experiment conducted on you was one of the methods we attempted.
It's true that I can turn the power of stream and other souls into crystals. Is that crystal what you consider an energy-rich material?
Energy exists in different forms in this world, but a select few materials are available to us. For example, powerful energy is stored in stream and lava, yet they can't be directly tapped like dew. Not to mention, they could harm us if we merely touch them. Crystals that you transformed, however, possess structures and features similar to dew. Hence, can be used directly after some necessary processing. That's why your power was a novel hope for humans back then.
For me, it was a curse that brought me endless pain. I can't sustain my life with regular food, and the dews you mentioned had no effect. I could only live by devouring other souls. That was my only means of survival, and I hated myself for it. But should I swallow my hunger, the demon inside me would awaken and turn me into an unstoppable monster. It would take me over and force me to do many cruel things. Nothing I attempted could lift that curse. I couldn't even end my life.
My sympathies. I couldn't imagine the pain you were put through because of that experiment. I never thought that the other that fused with you is such a horrible and powerful being. What demon is it specifically?
The other?
42. You were created by an experiment for fusing life. Your soul is from a human, and your crystallization power should originate from another being.
Yep.
Which could be the demon. The one overseeing the experiment was my colleague, Master Mage Karen. She once told me that the experiment had failed a number of instances, as all human subjects were completely devoured by the subject they were going to fuse them with. That was until a transcendent mage assisted her and performed the last experiment with a deliberately separated pure soul. In that last attempt of fusion, you were thus born.
Karen. Could it be that my soul comes from her? Aros, do you know how to find her?
I've never seen Karen since the raising. I'm uncertain if she's even alive. But you can journey to the lab in God's Hall to see if you can find more clues.
God's Hall.
That's where you were born. God's Palace is deep below Holy Grounds. You can travel down there from Grand Archives. This is my Master Mage emblem. It should be able to grant you access to the lab.
I hope I can find a way to cure the curse. Thank you, Aros. Thank you, Samsari. I am indebted to you.
It's no bother, human. As a part of that song, You are essential. Perhaps you can change the flow of the world.
Again, you avoid speaking to me candidly. If you helped me, I may have rid myself of the curse long before.
That was not my obligation. Besides, the flows of all souls are already engraved on the tablet. It is the will of Luca. I won't intervene unless compelled.
You're telling that strange tale again. Never you mind. What must I do to clear my debt?
It's not just about you this time. Do not fight your current.
Okay, so I basically said I talked to Aros and talked to Samsari, and that was it. And the Field of Hydro is a really peaceful place. The girl returned to Grand Harvest Hollow Grounds, see that mysterious major rules place nowhere to be found. God's Palace Underground is a place that went through the entire history of mankind. It's a virtual war between the world, where Luca created the whole of Garden. Chapter 8. See, in theory, they could take us straight through, Holy Grounds all the way down to the... Yeah, he's not here yet. That might be what they're actually doing. They might be taking straight through Song of Sanctum already. Yeah, it looks like it is. So this should be a lot longer because we have to go all the way down to the bomb.
And this equipment, it's more complex than any of its ilk in the institutes. What were humans studying here? And there's that strange, familiar feeling.
Is this implying that 42 is actually Karen's soul? Because we've been hearing a lot about Karen. But she's not herself anymore either. Wait. That actually hurts me! Interesting. Yeah, it does not hurt. Oh, wow. Makes sense, because this is probably the only thing we're gonna fight down here, so this is hurting us and saying it's back, but it will not hurt, I mean, it'll say our back, but it doesn't damage our health. When Renee hits it. Interesting. As Karen succeeded, she has brought the worm back to the tower, which will surely lead to major breakthroughs in our research. Our select for Ray, we must commence the project now. We failed. The worm was more powerful than we surmised, and the subject's spirit was unable to achieve balance. All selects were absorbed by the worm. The journalist put the unknown forms by marks. There is Air Pure States again. We don't know he consistent power of the worm. The tried someone inside to personally involved.
Transcendent? Why did Aros mention this to me as well? Who is that?
It's this place, isn't it? Oh. No, it's down here.
So this is what that place Aros told me of looks like.
Master Karen has affirmed that stage 3 of the experiment was a success. It should only a soul like that one could contain the power of the worm. Subject number 42 has remained stable for 3 days. We've actually made the success this time. We're able to duplicate the success, but number 42 has performed far beyond expectations. Ever since the Anemo Goliath stopped raining, we humans create dudes on our own for the first time. Number 42 control crystallization powers if the proper cost is paid. Compared to the loss of the war, however, it was well worth it.
Number 42. All the records are about me. So I was indeed born in this place. And there's another journal behind this one.
It beggars belief that the Cloudworm might return to that tower. Carries the code of the Hemogoliath. Only Subject 42 can use the Hemogoliath and remain stable. Her soul has to inherit her glory. Manage mass production 1. Remove the Cloudworm from subject number 42 and restore a separate Cloudworm number 2. Attempt to fuse the Cloudworm with more subjects. Attempt to do it with Cloudworm. Mascara drop a complete method of theoretically separating Cloudworm from the subject. Should the separation experiment fail, however, we might have to never recover. Insert the Cloudworm is damaged during separation, we'll completely lose all the keys attempts to be made. We have little chance of acquiring a second Cloudworm. What's even more critical is that certain 42 she gave us. Even more unplayable in some sense. They are still arguing about the Cloudworm. How dare they request me from even more of the Great One? Only I saw what she had become after the sacrifice. A more important appearance of being hurt enough to be a light to all human. I think we don't need to work with that old god who will never return. All this time, the savior that humans hope for is right before our very eyes.
This is not the end of your journey. The Transcendent One awaits you elsewhere.
The journal! Damn you!
Oh, we're to spit the Gyre now! Damn it! She's a lot harder than, Renee.
Such a masterful use of that power. You are truly a part of her, but...
How so?
with a minuscule cost, I can escape even the power of the Cloudworm.
You know of the Cloudworm as well? Tell me, how can I rid myself of it?
The solution is in that journal, but I have destroyed it.
Damn! And garden raised, what are you after?
Please, remember that the Transcendent One awaits you elsewhere.
Transcendent again? Who is that? Aros said that I'm part of them. So what does it mean she awaits me? There seems to be something in the crystal cage. A key. The mark on it. It's the Anemo Goliath? Why would that guy carry a key with the mark of Anemo Goliath? The journal mentions that the Cloudworm was returned from a tower. Could that be the Albedo Tower that leads to the field of Anemo?
Thought so.
This seems to have some relation to the Anemo Goliath as well. And that Karen who brought the cloudworm back, she knew the technique that separated me from the cloudworm. Yet not even Aros knows if she's still alive. Seems I must travel to the Sky Palace first, and try to locate the Goliath of Anima.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, so I thought so. They keep talking about all these, there's all these different field locations throughout the game. And like, there's no field of Nemo. Well, the Sky Palace is the field of Nemo.